Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to this 5-day, 5-hour online training on elevating teaching learning dynamics on Diksha. I'm Tanvi Khurana and this entire training has been organized by Central Institute of Educational Technology, that is CIET NCERT, New Delhi. Today we have entered into the 4th day of this entire online training, and the topic that we are going to discuss today is going to be leveraging CollabGEO tool in teaching geometry on Diksha. Day 1, we discussed the Diksha's homepage and its navigation. Day 2, we discussed demystifying focus areas of Diksha. Day 3, we discussed unlocking educational synergy, Diksha and Google Classroom. So today we are entering into day 4, and if you have any questions, any queries, please reach out to us and share your queries. We have experts in our studio and they'll be more than happy to answer all your queries. So let me just quickly tell you that if you want to call us, the number would be 8800440559, and if you want to email us your queries, the email ID would be training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Apart from this, at this moment, you're watching us on eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12, and also on our YouTube channels, that is NCERT Official and NCERT PM eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12. In these YouTube channels, you can write down your queries in the live chat box and share them with us. Towards the end of this training, that would be tomorrow, when we are finished with all the 5-day, 5-hour training, we will be giving you an assessment link, and when you will be accessing it, you will be scoring, and if in case you score more than 70% of marks, you will be given a certificate. But for this information in detail, please watch this entire program, and I'll be briefing you with the help of the website towards the end of this program. Let me please introduce you to our guests for today. Next to me, you can see sitting is Mr. Guntuku Prasad. Sir, a very warm welcome.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Sir is a scientist F and a senior director of IT and head of the Department of Education Projects Division from National Informatics Center, New Delhi. Next guest is Miss Richa Tiwari. Ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am.
A very warm welcome to you as well. Ma'am is a scientist D and joint director of IT from Education Projects Division from National Informatics Center, New Delhi. And the last guest we have in our studio is Miss Anna Gupta.
Namaste.
Namaskar. Ma'am is an academic consultant from Diksha, CIET NCERT, New Delhi itself. So all the panel members, I welcome all of you once again to this program, and I welcome you all for this discussion on leveraging CollabGEO tool in teaching geometry on Diksha. So let me ask my first question to Sir here. Sir, would you like to tell us that what exactly is CollabGEO tool, and how is it going to help in the teaching learning process?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Actually, as the name implies,
Yeah.
CollabGEO means collaborative geometry. So it's a 2D geometry web application tool.
Okay.
So it's basically for school education sector and how people, students and teachers can practice their theory concepts in mathematics geometry. So they'll be using this tool to practice their theoretical concepts. So we have developed this tool for the web browsers right now. So today I'll be talking about this CollabGEO itself tool in brief, what it does, what its benefits. So I think try to thank the Diksha team. So and we'll tell about this innovative digital tool which has been indigenously developed by NIC. So because the source code is NIC and it's highly customizable. So I'll start my presentation now. So basically, if you see the slide, we are topic is my agenda is basically I'll talk a little bit about the introduction about the tool and how Diksha has been integrated with CollabGEO, or vice versa. You can say CollabGEO is now a tool part of Diksha online knowledge sharing platform. Obviously, when you use a tool, you look for the benefits. And briefly, I'll talk about the objectives of the application software, and I'll have a look at the user interface also, how you have to work on the software. And the unique concept is real-time collaboration is basically to have collaborative drawing sessions, you can say, like a student or a teacher can initiate a session and work collaboratively on a single drawing canvas. And we have already strictly adhered with NCERT syllabus class 6th to 9th. We have referred all the chapters of the mathematics geometry chapters, and right now the focus is on 2D geometry. 3D geometry is not there right now, it is 2D geometry, and I'll talk also about the salient features. So briefly, CollabGEO, as you know, it's a two-dimensional interactive. Interactive means you can interact easily with the software using the mouse or a keyboard. So it's a web application designed for browsers which can run individually on desktops, mobiles, and even tablets. And we have tested on all browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, including Opera. So it has been designed and implemented as per the requirements of the school education department, especially NCERT, adhering to NDS standards and NEP 2020 policies set by the Ministry of Education. So what the purpose was to create an online collaborative. Online means, as it's called, web based. You have to use a web internet ready browsers, so you can do online software, and it's a collaborative. The collaboration is there, that we'll talk about little bit detail later, and it's a 2D geometry and mathematical tool. Not only geometry, there are some mathematical equations also we'll explore, and it is to help teachers, tutors and students to make their practical lessons with real time interactions. And so obviously now it will help teachers to explain and practice the theory what they teach in the class for the students to understand and solve in a practical way. It's like an add-on tool, what they do on a graph sheet, you can say, and when they do some on white paper, they can practice using this digital tool, CollabGEO. So recently we have been talking with Diksha team at NCERT how to use this tool within the Diksha platform. So the integration of CollabGEO has been a challenge, and we were able to successfully integrate the tool. So if you can see, this is the user interface of the Diksha, where you click Explore Diksha, and once you click on the mathematics subject, you will get a link for using the geometry tool. And it's available, this link is available in all the tabs where all the mathematics chapters or the e-content usually a student or a teacher watches. So what are the benefits of using this tool? And this is all online sessions, because for the teachers and students using real-time collaboration. It's highly, there is no lag and all, you can say, while doing the drawing on the canvas using your mouse or the keyboard. And it is very simple, the user interface is very friendly, and it has a beautiful thing is it's bilingual, and it is support for multiple Indian language also. Right now it is implemented for Hindi and English. So, and we have customized all the user interface for English as well as Hindi, and it's all compliant with the syllabus of NCERT, you can say, classes 6 to 10th. And it's highly indigenous tool, because the source code is with NIC, it's a Government of India organization. We don't have to depend on other third party proprietary softwares. So it's highly modifiable and easily extendable for any requirement of the academic school education sector, you can say. And we have also given support for user guide also, which is bilingual, both English and Hindi. It's available for the as a web application as well as in a PDF format. And it also works in offline mode. Some of the features, once you are connected and sometimes the internet breaks, you can still continue to use on your client browser some of the features for for practicing the features as implemented in the geometric functionalities. So briefly summarizing the objectives, you can say it is basically to understand the basic concepts of 2D geometry right now and draw interactively. That is the crucial part. You need to draw. You can draw also interactively using your mouse, and some of the operations you can use shortcuts using your keyboard also. And it gives a practice for hands-on session for geometry lessons. What you learn theory sitting in the class, sometimes you can go home and practice also. You can do some assignments also, and you even can submit those assignments back to the teacher also, and you can share knowledge also with your students also in the classroom. And the interesting feature, the new feature is it's collaborative and real-time sharing of the geometry as well as the text data. Like when you add some text or geometric features onto the canvas, you can real-time share with another third-party user using even on the internet itself. So whenever you open a session, you can collaboratively work on the same canvas, you can say drawing canvas. So this will show live also after once this presentation is over, all the functions will be taken across. So in a nutshell, if you see this figure, it pictorially depicts that what are some of the things you can do, like you can do your assignments, you can create geometry, you can collaborate with multiple users, and you can do interactive geometry creation. All the 2D geometry features are supported as per the syllabus, and you can also save and open Or you can, once you created some geometry, you can save your data onto the local desktop, and later you can open it also, or you can share the file over email or even through social media or somewhere, so that somebody can open that file again and work on it. And multi-language support, right now it is English and Hindi. So create, collaborate, interactive geometry creation, open and save, and multilingual support. So this is in a nutshell. You can see this is the initial screenshot of our user interface. When you go to the URL collabgeo.nic.in, and even through Diksha, you can explore this tool, same tool. So it, if you see, it's a top, you have the logo of NIC and the CollabGEO logo, and this is version 1.0, so which is all right now public. And some of the, we have the menu bar. You can see, you can have the menu bar here, which shows some menus: file item, edit, view, help, and there is a button called collaborate and disconnect. Similarly, these are the all the options from the side menu toolbar, like point, line, circle, and there is a small status bar where you have to be looking out for some small messages, informative messages, or even error messages. And the right side, if you see, this is the 2D drawing canvas. It simulates it's a Cartesian plane, you can say, and it looks like a graph sheet where you can, and default is units of measurement. You can use any units of measurement as per your syllabus. And there is a shortcut toolbar, which is floating toolbar. You can customize and remove it if you want. And title bar is there. Then you can give a file name itself for the each and every drawing. Like right now, you can edit that, and the date of creation, everything is mentioned in the drawing sheet itself. And some of the settings will later explain what it is. And we have clearing the and delete operations, and some settings are there, options where you have multiple control over what you want to do on the canvas as per the drawings, as per the entities, you can say geometry entities you can control, and look and feel. Lot of settings are there which will show live you how to do it also. So if you see the menu bar, this is a detail what are the sub menu items like open, save. So, and even in edit we have select operation where you can select an entity and do some modifications like deleting the entities, multiple delete, single delete, and more. Than you can delete, clear off all the entities on the canvas. And help, it will give you access about to the user guide, and the web guide also in HTML format. User guide is in PDF format. Similarly, for view menu, we have the title. You can, this toggling option is there. You can check box now. If you click on the checkbox, it will make it on and off. And you even can customize the toolbar. You can add components and remove the components which you don't want to use. And similarly for the settings, if you see, these are some of the options. We'll show you later also again. And if you see the side toolbar, I told you these are the geometry options. So once you are comfortable with all these icons, image icons, you can say, you can quickly invoke that operation functionality. You can say, like this is for the point icon, mid point, and even rectangle, 3 different ways of creation. All these options are based on the NCERT syllabus only. So whenever you read the theory, they give you all this, when they explain these theory concepts, you can practice this also. Similarly, polygon, regular polygons, irregular polygons, and what is a line segment, what is a length. You can draw all this ray, infinite, polyline, parallel, perpendicular bisectors. Similarly, ellipse also you can create different options. And similarly, circles we have through center point, giving a radius, semicircle, and a sector, arc sector you can say. And freehand sketching is there, and you can do angle calculation. And interesting is you can add your own text also, single line, multiple line text using the, and even any colors and all you can set. That will show you also, demonstrate briefly. And another important feature is once you create some geometry, obviously you try to measure also. Like you want to know its length of a line, or a length of a curve, or you want to know the radius of a circle, or area of a closed polygon you can say, or of a square or a rectangle. Similarly, perimeter is a very useful concept which young students try to understand what is the perimeter of a closed polygon you can say, like a rectangle or a square or a circle. So intelligently, automatically the software will tell what it is, it's a circumference or it's a perimeter. Similarly, for the view bar, we have something like options like title, toolbar and all. And these are all customizable. That's why we are given some checkbox options, so that, and important thing is all the view is responsive design. While coding itself, we have taken care it should be responsive, because now a lot of people run browsers on the mobiles also, even on tablets. So we have tested all this user interface on a mobile phone browsers as well as tablet browsers. So the look and feel will be same. You will be comfortable. You won't miss any items. It won't be overlapping and all. So all this is a responsive view in a mobile phone. You can say the same thing. You can work on a mobile phone also. Similarly, title bar I have told you, it's like you give a file name. Usually for any drawing, you have to give us some file name. Automatically we given default as CollabGEO. The unique feature you can say is real-time collaboration, because I think we had a lot of in COVID times. This software started development in the COVID area only. So when we were thinking how to collaborate, because typically when a teacher starts a session, you can say for teaching, it will initiate on session. So then multiple students can connect and work interactively on the same. When she can give some instructions, so a lot of people she can give instructions. So we have given some URL which we will share. The individually remotely located students can connect to that session initiated by a teacher and work collaboratively on the same canvas. So we have given a unique auto coloring feature. It's not that every student who creates on his browser will get a different color on the geometry and text. So to identify that who is creating, even the name can be given and all later. Okay, this is what the unique feature. This will demonstrate briefly also to you real-time collaboration. So this is just a screenshot of how real-time collaboration looks like. The left screen, the right screen, the entity created by the first user, entity created by the second user of the same session. So auto coloring of geometry, which I mentioned, if you see initial color is black and the new color of automatically is assigned by the system itself. So this gives you a detailed analysis what we did of the syllabus, you can say. Chapter wise, syllabus wise, we had done a detailed study, and this is the comparative chart of the features available in 1.0. So like points, lines, and even for class 6, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So some of the things are theoretical equations, is one of the things which you are exploring and working on it. So it implements the Cartesian system, you can say. So salient features, as you have seen now, we have talked about geometry creation tool. Annotations are nothing but adding text, different sizes on the canvas. Measurement tools, length, freehand sketches, multiple font families. Like if you are not comfortable with a particular font while adding a text, you can set your own font libraries there installed in the system itself. You can select whatever font you want, and real-time collaborations, and any geometry which obviously you need to save sometimes. Sometimes you can throw away, but sometimes it's useful to save the data also. So we have given a new format called CGJ, which is nothing but a CollabGEO JSON format, CGJ file. It's a text file only. So and anytime you can open it later or share it on email to you. Import export is important, because once you do or draw 2D, you get data from different softwares also. So there are a lot of open formats in the industry or academic sector, you can say. So we have supported some import features for like SVG. SVG is a very popular format. So we can export to an image file also, whatever you draw into PNG or SVG also. So there is a printing feature also. Whatever is visible on the canvas, you can print it as a landscape or portrait. All the settings options are available. We'll briefly show if you have time on that print feature also. Collaboration URL can be shared through email or even on a social media messaging platform. Multilingual English and users guide will briefly show you how the user guide works, and there's a quick reference PDF guide also on this thing, application Collab Geo. So this was briefly about the presentation. So some of the web links are there, and we are on the social media NIC also. So for any feedback, I think we have the email ID of the CIT also. We will be looking forward to your feedback and suggestions how to improve the software. So I am here assisted by my colleagues here, Ms. Richa Tiwari and Anna Gupta madam. Here she is academic consultant, who will go show you the live features of the software. Initially, we'll show you how to go out. I think I'll just show you here how to go to the tool from the Diksha platform. I think once you go to the diksha.gov.in, you have to log in using your credentials, whatever is there, like guest and all, and go to the maths syllabus. So once you go to maths, any e-content, when you are watching content on a maths related topics in Diksha, so on the horizontal tab, they have given a link called Explore Geometry Tool. So once you go explore Diksha, so So here I click on mathematics and select some topic.
You can select any topic?
Any topic, yes, any topic on maths from class 6 to 8th. So once you click on the, if you see here on the top, there is a yellow color tab. This icon is their shortcut button, use geometry tool, which directly invokes the software. So this is, it goes directly to a 2D application called Collab Geo.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is what is there. So I think now we have some time to show some live features.
Absolutely. The
So
theoretical part is done, but practical part is still left. So now
So
I
we'll
would
try to
request-
make you comfortable how to show some of the functionalities, because first time it's a new software, but we have tried to make the UI as comfortable as possible, following a lot of softwares in the international market. So customized for Indian context, you can say.
Right.
So that people in studying in Hindi and also, because we have tested on other languages also.
Okay.
So right now, so we want to make it comfortable as per the Indian context. That is our goal. So I'll tell my colleagues, Miss Anna, she'll tell you something about how to create some geometry.
Yes, sure, sir. So as sir already told us about the what is the Collab Geo, so I'm going to tell you that Collab Geo is a web application that is based on the two-dimensional geometry, and it is interactive also. So you can make an interactive tool, and you can also create a collaborative platform that is basically used for the students and the teachers, and even the educators can create their own lesson plans, and they can create an interactive, engaging and effective in promoting the students' participation. So now I am going to tell you about the features of Collab Geo. So first I am starting from this is the window, and we are going to explain the collaborative geometry tool that is based on 1.0. So the first you can see that in the left hand side corner, this is the side tool menu bar, and here we have the features. We can plot a point, we can draw the line, and in the line we have some specific features, like we can draw the line segments, we can draw the perpendicular line, perpendicular bisectors, and in the circle we can draw the circle with the center point, and we can also draw the circle with the radius. So these are the features, and we will explain you one by one. And in the left hand side you can also see that, so there is an option. Okay, there is an option in the left hand side corner, that is the open. So you can open any file, and you can also save the file, and even you can add the image here. So if you have already downloaded any image, then you can upload the image in the geometrical window. And this is the geometrical window, this is the two-dimensional geometrical window that we have seen in the screen. So you can upload any image, and you can use that image for finding the area and the perimeter of the given figure. So here we have one more feature, which is import, and we can also import the image. We can also import our lesson plan and any entity, any geometrical entity to the teachers and the students also. So here we have an option for printing. So we can also use the print option, and we can download the file of geometrical entity, and then we can find out the printout. So second is the edit option. So we can select the entity, we can select the any geometrical tool, and then we can modify, and we can also delete the same. So these are the features. So first is the point, and in the right hand side in the top you can see that this is the tool menu bar. These are the shortcuts that you can use for particular to find out the point, line segment and the midpoints and so on. So the first is the point. If you want to draw a point, what is the point? Point is like a dot. If you want to represent any dot, that you can choose this one, and here we have a point. So if you want to create a midpoint of for this, in the left hand side corner you can see that there is an option. So there is a message that prompt in the left hand bottom that you for creating the midpoint you have to create one more point. So if you are using finding the midpoint, then you just click on that. Okay. So this is the midpoint, and if you want to draw a line segment, so there is an other option, that undo option. So if you want to undo, and you can you want to create some other geometrical identity like line segment. So for the line segment, in the left hand side there is an option, there is a message prompt in the left hand corner that if you want to draw a line segment, then you have to create 2 points. So I am taking 2 points. and you have to just scroll down. You have to just place your cursor in the right hand side and then click on the next point. So this is the line segment that you can draw, and if you want to draw a perpendicular line and the perpendicular bisector, so if I am wanting to draw a perpendicular bisector, then I will take these 2 points and then I got, okay, just we will click on perpendicular bisector. Now this point and this point, so here we have a, okay, so again I am doing this. Okay, select the line first. So I am selecting the line. Okay, I am just redo. So okay, I am just plotting a point. I am just drawing a line segment here. Okay, and now I am using the feature perpendicular bisector. So I am making a perpendicular bisector of the line segment P9, P10. So then I will select line and then I will select these 2 points. Okay. Okay, so this is the perpendicular bisector, we can see that, and also we can draw the parallel lines here. So for the parallel lines, first you have to select any line and then you can select a point, so the so that we can draw the parallel lines also. And some other feature, you can also draw the circles here. So I am taking the circle part. If you want to draw a circle with center, so I am clicking on center point and then we can draw a circle. And if you want to draw a circle with the given radius, then click on the radius and then you can give the value of the radius. So I am giving 20 centimeter. So here we have a circle with radius 20. Okay, and if you want to draw one more circle, then you can also add on it. Okay. So next is you can also draw a semicircle. Semicircle, for this you have to put the 2 arcs here, 2 points, and then you will get the semicircle. For the polygons, next feature is the rectangle. For rectangle, we can draw a rectangle with the help of the 2 diagonal points. So I am selecting one of the point, so, and then I can draw a rectangle with the given diagonals. Even I can also draw a rectangle with the center point. So for the center point, I can give the length and the breadth of the rectangle. So I am taking length as 20 centimeter and breadth I am taking 30 centimeter. So this is, we have a rectangle, and also you can also make a square. For square you can give the dimensions. So I am taking 20. So here we have a square. Okay. And another feature is the polygon. You can also make a regular polygon and irregular polygons. So for the polygon, if you want to draw a triangle, so triangle we have to click on the 3 points, then we can make a triangle. So you can make different types of triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle. So all you can make with the help of this feature polygon. Next is you can also make a polygon with 4 sides, 5 sides and so on. And here we have a pentagon. If you want to draw a pentagon, just click on that and just to give the measurements of the length that you want in your figure, like 17, I am taking 17, and angle of rotation I am taking as 45. So we can create a pentagon also. So similarly we can also draw the ellipse. We can also take the features of ellipse here. So how can we draw the ellipse? So first we have to click on the point and then we can draw a ellipse here. And the miscellaneous part, from the miscellaneous part, the main feature is the sketching. If you want to draw any curve, any open and the closed curves, then you can use this feature also. So this is the freehand sketching, as sir already told us about this. And next, if you want to create an angle, so for this you have to take 3 points. Then we have a measured angle, that is we have drawn the 59.96 degree angle, and if you want to add some text in your geometrical entity, then you can also write it like this, the types of triangle. So these are the types of triangle, you can give the heading also. So next is the measurement. Measurement for this you can use this length method. We can find out the length of the any line segment. So just click on the length. Okay, if first I am drawing a line segment like this, and if I want to measure this length, so just click on it. So I have drawn the length of a line segment, which is 22.55 degree, 55 sorry. And then we can also find out the radius of any circle. If I am drawing a circle here, if I wanted to find out the radius of this circle, then I will click on this radius feature, and then I will click on entity, and then I will get the radius of this circle. The radius of the circle is 12.75. If I wanted to find out the area of this circle, then I can also click on the entity, and we will get the area of the circle here. If I want to find out the perimeter of the given figure, then we can also click on the perimeter here and then click on the entity. So I will get the perimeter, that is circumference, which is equal to 80.10. So these are the features that you can explore, and you can also find your lesson plans more easy, and even the students can also explore these entities and these features of CollabGEO in their learning. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Ms. Richa ma'am. She will demonstrate other things.
Thank you, Anu ma'am. Namaskar everyone. I am Richa Tiwari. I will tell you about the collaboration feature of CollabGEO tool. This feature allows teachers and students to collaborate in real time regardless of their physical location. They can work collaboratively on the same canvas, and the participated users are basically differentiated on the basis of color coding. I will show the demo of this thing. Like this is a tool, and there is a collaborate button. Using this button, a teacher can initiate a collaborative session. Once the teacher click on this collaborate button, it will generate a link. This link will be used by the teacher to start the session and will be distributed to the students over the mail or through an instant messaging system that will be used by the students. I will open another window and will paste this link. Once the user enters this URL, he will join the session. This number indicates that how many users have joined this session. Earlier it was 1. If I click on and open another window and put this URL, this number will increase. This indicates that currently 3 active members have joined this session. So in collaboration feature, what is the benefit of collaboration feature is when the teacher wants to cover some topic, and whatever he will draw, the same thing will be reflected to the screens of the students. Like a teacher has created a line, the same thing will be visible on the screen of the other users. Like I have opened this tab, it is there in this tab also, this tab also, and the third user. Like if one of the teacher asks the students to create a circle, that student will create a circle and it will be created with a different color code. This indicates that this has been created by some other user, and the same thing will be reflected to the teacher. So in this way they can collaboratively work on the same canvas. So whenever a user disconnects, this user can work independently on this canvas. Like this has been disconnected from the session. Now whatever he will do, that won't be reflected to the other users, while the other 2 users will remain connected to each other. So once the teacher disconnects the session, all the users will be disconnected from that session. So this is the basic concept behind the collaboration. This works regardless of the physical location of the students. So this is the overall workflow of the collaboration. I will take few minutes to go through this setting windows or setting menu also. There is grid option. This grid option have hide and show grid. This you can hide or show the grid using this option, and there is another important feature of snap to the grid. This is basically to align the drawing objects with the grid. Like if I want to create a point and I want to align it to the thick lines of the grid. So whenever I create a point, it will automatically align to the nearest point, like I am clicking here, but it will be aligned to the thickest to the one of the corner of the grid. So this is a snapping feature. Then we have a font family. We are supporting different font family to change the overall font of the GUI. Then we have a zoom in, zoom out and reset zoom feature. Zoom in is to have a closer view of a geometry. Zoom out is to have a broader view of the canvas. Then we have a language, we have a bilingual GUI. Like if I select Hindi, all the menu items will be changed to Hindi, and if I change it back to English, they will be changed to English. So we are left with view and help menu. I will cover these two menus also. View menu is basically that there is one toggle button title. Title is to hide and show the title bar. Similarly, we have a toolbar. Toggle button is used for toggling this toolbar. If a user is not interested in this shortcut toolbar, he can hide it from his canvas. Then we have a custom toolbar. Custom toolbar is one of the important feature, like a teacher is covering in today's class, teacher is going to cover a topic related to line. So he or she want only the operations related to line. So what he can do, he can select this menu line and a custom toolbar related to line will appear. This is a shortcut toolbar. This is draggable and can be placed anywhere. So teacher can directly select the operations and create entities without going to the each and individual menu. Due to short of time, actually I have to stop here only.
Thank you.
So I think so.
Briefly tell about the help now.
Yeah, help is also there. We have a user's guide, that is a bilingual user guide, and a web guide also. It gives a HTML brief about the tool, its different operations, and what there are the shortcuts. It's giving description about these shortcuts also. We have a bilingual user's guide that is in PDF format. You can always go back there. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I should thank you, ma'am, and all the viewers that have joined us through our YouTube channel. They are also thanking you for this beautiful presentation. Ma'am, I have a question here. We are receiving a lot of questions. We just want to ask you, showed the entire page in Hindi as well. So how many languages are there in this tool?
Ma'am, currently we are supporting 2 languages, but we can support multiple languages also. We have a provision for this thing, but currently we are supporting Hindi and English.
Okay, so people can be
yes.
beneficial.
Yeah, yes.
All right. And one more thing, how many students can connect to this one single session at the same time?
Currently maximum 50 students can connect to this single session, and each session will last for approximately 1 hour.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mr. Prasad. Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta. And thank you so much, Ms. Tewari, for being with us today. It was a wonderful program, undoubtedly. And you have answered a lot of questions that were raised from our viewers. And they are thanking you for this beautiful presentation and helping them out. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our viewers as well for being with us, and let me quickly show you the process through which you can register yourself and be a part of this program. So all you have to do is log into the website, that is CIET. Once you open it, this will be the home page. You can see the menu options, and in the activity columns, if you click here, the third last option is workshop/training. Please click on it. Once you scroll it down a little bit, you can see in the current activity the title has been mentioned, Elevating Teaching Learning Dynamics on Diksha. Please click on it. Another page will open, and here you can read about it. The entire schedule has been mentioned. Why is it happening is mentioned. Who all can participants. If you're a student, teacher, student educator, parent, administrator, anyone can join this online training. You can also read and go through the objectives of this entire training, the program schedule from day 1, that is 17th of June, till day 5, that is 21st of June, tomorrow, has been mentioned with detailing. So if you go down a little bit here, you can see a registration link. All you have to do is click here, fill up the form and register yourself, or simply scan this QR code and register yourself. If you have missed watching the earlier 3 sessions which were done on day 1, day 2 and day 3, you can simply click here, go to our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Official, and watch these programs. And today's program will also be there, so you can watch all the 4 programs in one go. Apart from this, you can, this is the third step, take up the online course, participants in your post assessment and get certificate. If you are interested in earning a certificate, all you do is do this following. Join the online course that will be launched on Diksha portal. The course link will be updated on the last day, that is tomorrow, and the course will be open till 30th of March. So you will have enough time. And you can attempt this assessment thrice. If you score more than 70%, then you will be given a certificate. So all the very best, and of course we are open to your feedbacks. Any suggestion, any advices, you can simply click on this link or scan this QR code and send us your feedbacks. Apart from this, this is our 24-hour email ID, that is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So you can simply send your questions anytime you want, whenever you get the time, whenever you have the internet, or you have enough time. Just give us your questions, queries regarding this entire training titled Elevating Teaching Learning Dynamics on Diksha. So we are ending our program right here, but tomorrow at the same time, sharp at 4 o'clock, we'll come back again, and the topic to be discussed is going to be the last day's topic, that is OS ticketing tool troubleshooting guide for Diksha's concern. So please watch this entire program and raise your queries as well as always. And with this information, we are wrapping up this particular program, and let me tell you that another program that is going to come up is also a very special program titled Sahayog, and the topic will be discussed. This will be going to be promoting psychological safety on digital platforms. So raise your queries regarding that as well. Thank you so much once again. Have a great day ahead. I'm Tanvi Khurana and I'll take a leave of you. Namaskar.